In the previous video, we talked about three kinds of suffering. Suffering of suffering, suffering of action, and suffering of decay. Now, let's go deeper. These three expand into 8 kinds of suffering. First, the suffering of birth. It has 2 meanings: life and being born. Have you ever asked yourself, why are humans born into suffering? According to the Buddha, life cannot be separated from suffering, and from the very beginning. In our daily life, and even in birth, we start to feel it. Today, we will look deeper into the first 2 forms of suffering. Part 1. The suffering of living. First, the suffering of life. Life has 2 sides, material and mental. Let's start with the material side. Everyone needs food, water, clothing, shelter, medicine, but nothing comes for free. To survive, we must work hard, tiring. We trade our time, our energy, our strength. Some people work their entire lives, and still, it's not enough. Some days, hungry. Some days, just getting by. Never stable, never secure. And that alone is suffering. You don't have to be homeless to suffer. Just living in constant lack is already heavy. Not enough warmth, not enough protection. That is real suffering. But what about the rich? Are they truly happy? Not really. To gain wealth, they sacrifice sleep, peace, time. They stay up late, wake up early. Constant pressure, constant thinking. And when they finally have it, they fear losing it. Fear of loss, fear of theft, fear of the unexpected. Just one loss can break a person, even destroy their will to live. So in the end, rich or poor, material suffering is always there. Part 2. The suffering of birth. Next, the suffering of being born. This suffering does not belong to one person, but to both, the mother and the child. During pregnancy, the mother begins to change. Food loses its taste. Sleep becomes restless. The body weakens. The first months are endurance. The later months become a burden. As the baby grows, the weight increases. Movement slows down. Everything becomes harder. And then the day of birth arrives. A pain beyond words. Even in a smooth delivery, it is still a thin line between life and death. After birth, the mother is exhausted, drained. Recovery takes time. If complications happen, the danger is greater. Sometimes, it affects her whole life and the child before being born. It lives in darkness, tight, confined, limited. Then, at birth, it must pass through a very narrow path. Pressure from all sides, pain builds up, and that is why the moment it enters the world, the baby cries, not from joy, but from pain, gives from the very first moment. Human life begins with suffering from living to being born. One truth becomes clear. Suffering is not something distant. It is part of life, but understanding suffering is not to become negative. It is to awaken. In the next part, we will explore mental suffering, the invisible pain, but the deepest one. If this made you think, subscribe to the channel, because some truths, once you see them, your life will never be the same.